What is the next token to be listed on Coinbase? A lot of speculation. We're going to get into that and more in the show right here on Cryptosomniac. Stay tuned. What's happening, Cryptosomniacs? How is everybody doing? WSR, what's up, man? You are first indeed. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing today? Just give everybody a couple of minutes to jump in here, and let's do some speculation today, huh? Definitely have a few things that I am considering would be listed. Lots of rumors going around about what's going to get listed on Coinbase, and let's talk about what I think is going to get listed and why. Going to talk about that. Also saw a couple of setups wanted to show you guys, and then just a couple of things in the news that are always fun. So let's go ahead and jump over to Cryptosomniac.com and take a look at the market. Still a ridiculous number of currencies on the market at 2,097. I was so happy when I was seeing them dip off, and now more have come to market. So it'll be some time before the coins are all cleared out of the market. It looks like, but hopefully some of the newer ones coming to market are a little more solid. So market cap looking pretty sideways there, 211 billion. 24-hour volume pretty dismal at 12 billion. Bitcoin dominance still pretty high at 53%. I think by and large people have started to move into a few altcoins, but a lot of money is still sitting in Bitcoin currently. And let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the markets. What's happening, everybody? WSR, shout out. Chris Patton Walker, what's up? Yogesh25, Elizabeth, good to see you. Life Size, always a pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you in Vegas here shortly. Actually, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the Helium meetup, so that should be a fun one. Let's see. Elizabeth says, anyone know about MKR, almost 700 USD per token? No, I'm not familiar with that. What's the MKR is obviously the ticker. What's the project? I'd be interested to see. Is it on? Let's have a look and see. It is on TradingView, if this is the same asset. I don't really like the volume. The volume is terrible for the day. My guess would be if it's up that much, it probably got pumped. Yeah, $700 a coin. I don't know. I don't know what this is, so I don't know why this would be so high, but that is really high, especially considering, look at the volume. There is no volume on this at all. This is shenanigans. So I don't know why it would be, but I mean, look at this is what I call no volume / bot trading. Like this is what this is what it looks like when bots trade on a no volume coin. Is solid bars, not a lot of movement, lots of I mean, nobody, whatever this blockchain is, no one is using it. I can say that because there's no volume on it at all. So yeah, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole not knowing what it is, and honestly, even if I did know what it is, looking at this chart, I'm not getting involved with that. Look at this. Yeah, no way. No way. So I don't know what it is. I'll have to look into it. Curious. Do you know what it is? Do you know what the project is? Let's see. Not for a current trade, but for a hold. Market maker is the full name. Oh, I wonder if this is like some sort of tokenized fund or something like that, or a bot perhaps. I don't know. Certainly interested to look into it. Always interesting to see anything that is valued so high in the crypto space that nobody knows about. So I'd be curious to know why is it worth so much. Gonna have to look into that one. Oh, the person that told you about it runs bots. Yeah, shocker. There you go. Yeah, I've been learning a bit about the bots. I was actually going to show you guys a little bit under the hood of my crypto hopper today. Normally, I don't like to do that because it shows a lot of personally identifying stuff, but I don't have a ton of money sitting on my Bittrex. I let it have the run of a small amount of money, and I feel like I'm going to show you guys under the hood because I'm really liking Crypto Hopper. It's been so far overall successful. I do have a couple of bags from it. Anyway, we'll get into it. We'll talk about that. Couple of things I wanted to point out that I saw in the news today, guys. If you're a whale and you're doing OTC transactions, take backup. Have a friend. Here's why. Norwegian man brutally murdered following in-person Bitcoin trade. So basically, the short version of it is the guy went through to do an OTC deal and got stabbed to death shortly thereafter. 24-year-old guy, really sad story. And the police are basically like, they think that two things are linked. So ultimately, all I was trying to get at with that is, if you're if you're doing any sort of an over-the-counter trade, take more than one person with you. Make sure that other people know where you're going. Go armed if you can. I don't know. When you're talking about significant sums of money, going without some sort of security measures in place for an over-the-counter deal is right up there with going to buy large sums of anything illegal from illicit people. Like it's just not smart to get involved. So just wanted to say, stay safe out there when you guys are, if you are doing any over-the-counter type deals, definitely stay safe out there. So another thing I wanted to point out is, do you guys know who Nouriel Roubini is? I put out a tweet yesterday. Yeah, I know, super sad. I put out a tweet yesterday just saying this guy needs to make up his mind. Diametrically opposed statements within the same claim. So on one hand, Nouriel Roubini says Bitcoin doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It's a total scam. And on the other side, he says it's like a Swiss bank account where you can lock up all your assets and no one can ever see it. So first of all, it's very obvious that this dude doesn't know what the he's talking about. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about at all regarding this. And then this was a funny article that I read just showing a bunch of the false claims that Roubini made being debunked. So if you guys want to check this out, I'll put this in the show notes, but it's over on CCN. Pretty funny stuff. But the first false claim he made was a $60 transaction fee for Bitcoin, which is false. Never was. Even when it was super high, it just was never quite that high. Second claim, crypto is printed out of nowhere. Sun clearly does not understand what proof of work is, which is hilarious. So third claim, Buterin stole 75% of Ethereum's supply. Also hilarious. Considering it's very easy to look at where the wallets, like where the funds of the originators went to, what wallets are they being held in, and be able to tell who's holding what. So pretty hilarious, all of which very easily debunked, and pretty good stuff. So anyways, as far as grains of salt go, I would be careful on a lot of these economists are defending their position, right? They obviously, this guy has got a lot of knowledge in traditional financial markets, etc. But you know, the dude just clearly doesn't understand what cryptocurrency is or how it works, and he's just jawing about it with zero perspective, other than he's just defending his position. Same thing that Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger are doing. They're just defending their positions. They have figured out how the current system works and been able to extract massive amounts of value from it. Why would they ever want to try to push something forward that has a potential to take that system out from underneath them? Follow the money, guys. Follow the money. Anyways. All right. Maker seems legit. Says life size. I looked into it. All right, sweet, right on. Well, good to know. Maybe you and I can have a conversation about that tomorrow, life size. I would be interested to know what you know about Market Maker. Anyway, that's about it for the news. Oh wait, one more funny thing. I love Mike Novogratz, right? The guy, obviously bullish Bitcoin supporter, but it seems like he just continues to change his story a little bit. It's pretty funny. I don't know. Isn't this the guy that said that we were going to hit 50K Bitcoin by the end of this year, and then pulled back and says no bull run for Bitcoin this year? Now he's saying that Q1 and Q2 of next year are going to bring new highs because that's when all the institutional investors are coming in. He's, of course, basing this on the fact that his fund will be releasing a product that allows institutional investors to get in, which I find humorous. So again, be careful with predictions, guys. That's really ultimately what I'm trying to get at here. Is you will find a lot of people in this space are just trying to pump their bags. You know, I think we try pretty hard on this channel to be transparent about what we are doing with our trades, what bags we are holding, have we been successful, have we had failures, etc. So, you know, I try to be as transparent as possible without going around showing off my entire account, because I think that's rude. But anyway, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Be careful. Take everything with a grain of salt. Appreciate you guys following us and paying attention to what we say. We really do try to provide solid content, but you know, don't just listen to us. There's a number of other people out there that are very intelligent. But I am very grateful for all of you for watching and for supporting Cryptosomniac. throughout the last year and change. So thanks to all of you. All right, outside of outside of Litecoin, what's the worst top 10 coin? All right, let's find out. Let's go look. What's in the top 10 right now? Tether. Tether is hands down the worst coin in the top 10 right now. Hands down. Failure to audit, not worth what it can't hold stability since it's a so-called stable coin and is worth less than the fiat that it's supposed to be pegged to. Easy choice. Tether is a waste. That's my opinion there, WSR. And if you want to talk about another coin in there, I don't know. In the top 10 right now, I think these all have legit chances. Like I'm a fan of Cardano. Obviously, I'm a fan of Monero. I've never made any secret about that. We all know my feelings on Litecoin. Although I will disclose, I'm wearing my Litecoin Summit shirt today, guys. It's a comfortable shirt. And I'm still happy that I got to speak on the panel, regardless of who threw it. Anyway, EOS, obviously their blockchain is a disaster, but there is a lot of potential there. Bitcoin Cash, we know my feelings on that. We know my feelings on Ripple. And Bitcoin and Ethereum still holding their dominance. So thoughts on Wanchain? I think Wanchain's a solid project. I'm a fan of wait a second, hold on. I might be mixing up VeChain and Wanchain in my brain. Hold on a second here. Wanchain, I think it's another platform, and I was confusing it with VeChain. Yeah, I was. It's not a supply chain dynamic. It is. To me, this is another. I don't know how many more competitors to Ethereum and Cardano and Tron. How many more platforms do we need, guys? Like, there's already a number of them that are already pretty awesome. So I don't know. I haven't done enough fundamental research into Wanchain, but I'm way less hot on platform coins than I was last year. I miss Stellar. I miss Stellar? No, dude. I hold a pretty good portion of Stellar. Unless you were expecting me to talk bad about Stellar, which I definitely would not do. I think out of the two big payment coins, obviously it's very similar to Ripple, but it is less centralized, regardless of what Ripple says. I just like Stellar, the platform, a little bit more. Still plenty of money to be made on either one. However, say something about what? Stellar? Oh, sure. Let's take so matter of fact, while we're talking about Stellar, let's go ahead and take a look, because that was one of the things I wanted to chart today. So let's look at it. Where is Stellar? There we go. All right. So, yeah, let's talk about the Coinbase listing, because that's what actually is the catalyst for all of this stuff. That is the catalyst for all of this stuff. There's been a lot of speculation that certain assets are going to get listed. Obviously, Zero Exchange was it is listed now. That was highly speculated upon. Everybody else has said that Basic Attention Token, Cardano, Stellar, and Zcash are also pretty good candidates. So I wanted to talk today about which ones I think actually are candidates to get listed and why. So specifically, I think Basic Attention Token is very likely the next candidate to get on. So hold on, we'll get into Stellar in a minute, but let's just go through this in alphabetical order and make it make sense so that I don't forget what I'm talking about in the middle of my sentence. Yeah, I think Basic Attention Token. So I want to say, guys, if you are looking at this chart right now, I've actually started to go through and draw some targets for entries. Obviously, this is on a huge pump. So what do we say, guys? Hashtag no FOMO. Don't chase it. Wait for it to pull back. This is a huge 33% gainer since 3 days ago. And again, I think this is very largely fueled by the speculation that this is the next one to get listed on Coinbase. So with that in mind, I had some previous targets in here. I mean, you can see from, if you guys have been watching the show, this is one I pointed out before. What was this? Back on the 12th. It had been running up, and this is starting to look like a pennant, and it did hit exactly like I thought. So these were my targets before. These targets remain in the near term. So I've got one sitting at about 26.05. I've got another target sitting at 27.41. I've got another target at 28.67, and then the highest target right now at 30.87. So I'm going to wait for it to pull back down. I'm not entirely sure it's going to keep this momentum going. Those targets will probably change. I'll probably leave these targets alone down here and just leave them in. However, I will probably start moving the ladder up a little bit depending on what BAT is going to do over the next 48 hours or so, because this is exactly what I was drawing on here. Look, I'll just draw it so you guys can see it. What's that look like, guys? Hey, what's happening, Arden? Good to see you, man. Oh, awesome. Well, hey guys, thank you. I love it. I love it when I hear that people are like, "Hey, I decided to follow the call and went with it." So thanks, guys. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do what you want with your money. This is just what I see setting up. So I'm always very happy to hear that people in my community were able to gain off of what I see coming. So that's so awesome to hear, Elizabeth. That makes me happy. Yeah, so anyway, basic attention token I think is going to be the next one to get listed, specifically just because it is privacy-focused browser, but does not have any other privacy aspects to it, at least yet. Potentially going to introduce ZK snarks, but other than that, follows the fully decentralized format that Coinbase needs for listing and is an ERC20 token. So I think this is a very likely scenario, and in fact, I would say even, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to add a new target right now here, and let me change that so it matches, and that got a little wonky, so bear with me a sec. Come on, fella. There we go. So new target about 31.46, and I would just wait for the, because I think it's at least going to pull back this far before it runs again. Again, I mean, depending on the listing, of course. If it gets announced that it gets listed, it's probably off to the races. But yeah, look at that. I mean, we just hit on the 1 hour. We just hit a sell signal on the wave trend cross. So I think it's going to pull back from here. And in fact, why don't we take a look at this with a fib retracement, because that always helps clarify the movement. Is that all the way to the peak? Yeah, cool. Oh, no, that is the peak. There, all right. And look at that, sitting right on the fib line right now, so I suspect, we'll see if it'll bounce off. Let's look at some smaller intervals. No, I think it's going to break. Yeah, I think it's going to break. I think it's going to break. We're going to come back down into this this area here, the 382, and I suspect we'll bounce around. So I would say that probably that target would hit, because it looks like that's probably gonna hit pretty quick. It just wicked through it, so I would say that order would probably fill very likely. This one here at 31.45 probably very likely to fill. I don't know that these other targets down lower are going to fill soon, but I will leave them in there because, again, we're still in a bear market, guys. We're still in a bear market. Whoops. Get rid of that fib. So my targets remain. And that is what I think on basic attention token. So I've already gone out of order as far as getting these on alphabetically, but the next thing that I think is going to get listed is Cardano. Why do I think Cardano? Two reasons. First of all, they've already listed Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic and Cardano are both IOHK. So I think that is very likely. Also, I think, again, follows the fully decentralized nature of the framework requirements necessary to be listed on Coinbase, and overall, IOHK is probably one of the more reputable development firms in the blockchain space currently. A lot of smart minds in there, so I think the Coinbase people likely will probably list that as after they list basic attention token. And then, let's see. I think the final thing that potentially could get listed is Stellar. And I think Stellar is the least likely of these to get listed because it's more centralized. It does not, it's still basically, it's not that drastically different from Ripple that the framework, I don't know if it qualifies for the fully decentralized framework that Coinbase requires. That being said, I think a lot of people are going to speculate on it. That's everybody has been talking about this. This one being a potential to get listed. I mean, again, they've been talking about Ripple too. So this is why I say the Stellar, I think, is the least likely of these assets to get listed. But here would be my targets. So here, hold on, let me get rid of this fib. And there you can see my targets. Yeah. Yes, Americans with Disabilities Act. Yes, that would qualify. Yeah. My girlfriend's a teacher too, so I am also familiar with that term, or that organization, I should say. All right, let's see. Oh, I got to make sure I am not missing all this stuff. Boy, lots of people in the chat. Awesome, I love it. You guys are active chatting today. This is a good time. All right, let's see. So Chris, I'm working on your request. Stellar X Exchange. I haven't even looked at it yet, to be honest with you. So I'm not gonna espouse an opinion there because I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. So yeah, everybody says basic attention token, right? Heard some chatter about GTO and Dash announcement tomorrow. Interesting. I don't know. Dash has been doing a lot of interesting stuff. I mean, they certainly burn through a lot of their capital marketing, but they definitely stay out in the public eye, and they're definitely doing some interesting things down in South America. So I'm not a hater of Dash. All right. Let's see. Bat, yes, because the insiders have already pumped it. Cardano hasn't pumped yet. No, Cardano hasn't pumped yet. But here's my targets, guys. Here, I'll just read them off to you. So my targets on Cardano, and again, I've been holding Cardano for a long time. So I've already got a pretty good stack of Cardano, but definitely this is one that I'm interested in adding more to, especially as we move into the bull market. So my targets for Cardano right now are going to be 34.88, 35.21, 35.72, 35.97, 36.45, and 36.72. Obviously not financial advice. That's just where I see. Do you guys see why I'm doing that? Do you see why I'm saying that these are my levels? They're basically support resistance levels, right? And they don't quite line up with the Fibonacci retracement. But I think that's good because bots are going to trade off of the Fibonacci's. Here, let's see. I guess that's technically the start of the breakout. So bots are going to trade off the Fibonacci's. So some of them do line up a little bit closer to the Fibonacci lines, but I have some in the middle in case if we get a little bounce here, I get an order that fills, it goes back up, and then I start looking to, just so you guys know, generally anytime an order fills on the way down, I start looking to take profit on the way back up, basically at where the wicks tip or where the bars cap. So yeah, this is Stellar. Yes, I'm looking at Stellar. You are correct, Sun King. I still don't think it's going to get listed on Coinbase, or I think it's the least likely of the ones that have been speculated on to get listed on Coinbase. Doesn't mean I don't like Stellar. Doesn't mean I don't hold a bunch of Stellar. But you're right. I was just talking about Cardano, and now I see what you're talking about. Thank you, Sun King. Now I feel dumb. All right, let's go back over to Cardano. And yeah, so my targets there for Cardano. My bad. Thanks for the correction. You probably knew when I was reading out the sats, huh? 1131, 1146, 1155, 1167. And then I'm considering, I don't know if I want to place orders here, because look, I had a target here earlier that would have already filled. I had not placed that order. I literally did this charting right before I went live. So I have not placed that order, but that target would have filled, and I suspect we'd probably see that target fill, and then there's a lot of room for that to run. I mean, let's look at this look at this on the, I mean, Cardano's got a lot of room to move. So if those orders fill, whoops, stupid auto scale. So if those orders fill, if all those orders fill, I'd be looking to start taking profit at about 1210, again at 1240, 1242, again at 1285, and I'd try to be laddered out by 1340 or so. Do you understand this? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to do? I'm not telling you this because I'm like, go play these calls. I don't think you should just sign on to YouTube and take people's calls. I think that's not necessarily the best look. What I'm trying to do is teach you why I'm putting my orders here, and I hope you can see what I'm showing. These would be buy orders, yeah. These are targets. These are targeted entries. And then yeah, I would set on this one. I'd just set my stop right at the just maybe just a little below this wick here. So I'd set my stop at like 1090, 1095, somewhere in there. And I think Cardano's got a lot of room to run. I mean, you know, again, they still need to start doing something. But look at that. I mean, Cardano's been in a falling wedge for quite some time, and we had a little mediocre breakout. So I still think, even if I move this, that's still a falling wedge. Still a falling wedge. So yeah, not a ton of volume on this, but Cardano hasn't had a ton of volume. What I like about it is it's steady volume, right? You don't see massive pumps and swings and spikes. It's fairly steady volume. Unfortunately, most of it is bearish at this point. However, I think the speculation has a pretty good chance to run that up. Cool. Anyway, all right, so that's pretty much it. Oh, hey, you know what? I saw a comment on, I can't remember if it was on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, but somebody had told me, they were like, hey, we've been watching your channel for months. We love you guys, da-da-da-da. And so they asked for a shout out. So shout out Flash Crypto. What's happening? Thanks for being a fan. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. What percentage of your portfolio do you bag, hold versus trade? You know, I had a few bags, and I let my crypto hopper have them. In fact, you guys wanna see under the hood of my crypto hopper? So just so you know, I'm not bullshitting that I generally am actually being successful in this. Again, I'm not going to show you my whole, I'm not going over to the main page, but I just want to show you this. So let's go all the way down. I can load more. Oh, shame on me. All right, hold on. I gotta do this off screen, guys. Took too long. Hold on, gotta get my 2FA. All right. So, and scrolling, and scrolling, and scrolling, and scrolling. All right. I think this is the majority of my trade history here with Crypto Hopper. Okay. All right, guys, so just so you know, I'm not bullshitting you guys. Here's my history with Crypto Hopper. I gave it basically my bags on Binance. You wanted to know what I was trading in and out of? Here you go, guys. This is it right here. So you can see I got rid of my Ripple, I got rid of some Digibyte, I got rid of some Litecoin, I got rid of my OMG. I've been trading in and out of Zero Exchange. I've been trading in and out of Dash. I've been trading in and out of. I had some bags of these garbage weed coins that I bought way back at the beginning before I just realized you could use Monero if you wanted to hide illicit activity. I just thought since it was still federally illegal that maybe other companies would start to store their value in there until they make it federally legal as opposed to being able to put it in a bank. I was wrong, and I realized that, so I got rid of it. Yeah, got rid of some Einsteinium. I had some Ignis from an airdrop, got rid of. So basically I've just been trading in and out. But here's what I actually want to draw your attention to, guys. Look at these numbers here. Look at these numbers. Do you see these? These are my, so here's one that I sold at a loss. It was Ignis, and that was because I literally used the wallet scrubber feature, which means get rid of this. Buy more and get rid of it because I didn't have enough in there to sell. All right, so these aren't huge gains, but 2%, 1%, 1.2%. Every single one of these trades. Every single one. Oh, here's another loser at a 0.24%. I can take that hit. And again, I manually sold that because I just said get rid of it. That wasn't the bot taking that action. That was me that caused that, right? Trailing stop loss, 1%, 1%. So again, I mean, it's basically giving me enough to cover the exchange fee and make some money. Or at least, at the very least, I do not let it sell without at least covering the exchange fee. But you can see it's pretty consistently winning, right? It's pretty consistently winning. I am trying to dial my settings in so that I get way better gains. Because again, you know, 1, 2, 5% is nice, but I'm looking to try to bump that up a little bit, which is tough in a bearish market. But here's one. Just I called this out. Where is it? Yep, Zcash. So got 3 and 3.5% on those trades. 2.3% on a Dash trade. Yeah, so here was some stop losses. This was on the big red candle day, right? So those were stop losses that hit, and obviously those bags I am not holding anymore. And then here is the best one I've gotten so far, is right here. Look at that beauty. 13.79% on Zero Exchange. That's nice. That's nice. So anyway, Crypto Hopper's pretty badass. There's a lot of interesting stuff. In fact, why don't we go ahead and you guys want to take a look at what it's like to set up a Crypto Hopper? Go into your base config. And then this is where you can set all the strategies. So this is pretty cool. You can actually, you can go in and configure your strategy to sell based on certain triggers, buy based on certain triggers. You can tell it what coins and amounts you want to trade in and out of. I've got this running on my Binance or my Bittrex right now, but it works with Binance, GDAX, and Bittrex. So it's pretty cool stuff. I'm in a Discord forum where I took some basic settings and I have been tweaking with the settings, trying to dial them into my tastes, because the guy was saying he was making pretty consistent profits. So I've been trying to dial these in based on my strategy. But pretty neat stuff, being able to set trailing stop loss. That is my favorite feature of this. You know, you can even short. There's the ability to dollar cost average, so it'll buy positions that you're bag holding on and kind of even you out there. So it's a pretty fantastic bot. You know, I'm still not a pro with it yet, but I am certainly happy with the results so far and looking forward to better results as I get better with the bot. Anyway, all right guys, that's enough of that. I'll do more dedicated videos on that later, but definitely if you are interested in checking out Crypto Hopper, by the way, just down below in the description, go ahead and expand it, and there's a link there. You can try Crypto Hopper, just click that link and go on over. Yeah, if you're interested, feel free. All right, let's see. Cleans glasses and enlarges screen. Yes. You guys do want to see the hopper. All right. Well, I'll do some more dedicated videos on that. But yeah, so far right now, my hopper is up, I think, 1.27% overall, which is not bad considering you saw I had a couple of nasty bags there, down like 6-8% with what was it, Bitcoin Cash and I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, so you can get caught with some bags. Ultimately, I think the best move is just keep your hopper up next to your other trading accounts. And if you see the market start to crash, just switch off buys. That way it doesn't make any buy orders and it doesn't buy stuff on the way down. It's pretty simple, really. It's pretty simple. All right, let's see. Can I do a detailed video on bot trading? Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, I haven't tried to come on here and like act like I'm a pro with this bot, because I'm not yet. I'm just learning. And I also don't want to come on here and be like, these are my settings. So then everybody goes and copies my settings and then it goes bad and they're like, this dude's an idiot. I want to make sure I have successful, reproducible settings and success before I start going, this is how I'm doing it. So anyway, that's what I share. I share the bits that I can while I can, but you know, I don't want to get over cocky with it, and I certainly would feel terrible if my settings ended up. I mean, I feel bad enough if I lose money. I feel way worse if other people are copying my moves and losing money. So I will do a dedicated video on Crypto Hopper, trust me, but I just want to make sure I'm a little bit better with it first. All right. So yes, Elizabeth says, but Jason, won't the tax record for that be nuts? Should report every trade if I'm not mistaken. That's true. The great news about this is you can actually export a CSV from the entire thing. So I'm going to be able to all my trades on Coinbase, I can export a CSV. All my trades on Binance, I can export a CSV. And now all my trades with Crypto Hopper, I can export a CSV. And it's actually better because Bittrex historically has lost a bunch of history for me, like stuff will just disappear. And then I can't find it. And if I didn't record the trade at the time, it's a bad deal. The cool thing with the Crypto Hopper is it will export the CSV, so I can literally just take my CSVs to my accountant and say, here you go. So we'll see. You know, I will also say that I'm fine with paying the capital gains tax on a very small sum of money. It's when it starts to get huge that that's going to sting a little bit more, which is why I'm trying to be cautious with the percentages of money that I'm trading with as well right now. So anyway, Tron, did we talk about it? We did not. I did not talk about Tron today. And I don't know that I have any reason to talk about Tron today. I'd be happy to chart it for you if you'd like. Yeah, sure. All right. Adaption ideas. I mean, I do like Tron. I think it's a nice decentralized marketplace. I think Justin Sun is the pump master and is great for swing trading. I also think Tron has made some solid power moves. The acquisition of BitTorrent was massive in my mind, especially considering what Tron is trying to build. They're basically trying to build a decentralized app store. So now that they've got a torrent site, they could effectively start to power that with cryptocurrency. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so you wanted me to look at Tron. Let's take a ride on the Tron train. There we go. All right. Here I had I had some previous what the heck is happening there? I had some previous targets in here. Let's look at smaller intervals in the daily. This guy, I'm not a big fan of whatever happened here. That's not accurate. Sorry, I know this is super entertaining to watch, guys. I hope you like my forehead. All right. And what the hell have I got going on here? I can't tell if there's a... Oh, no, that's just a bar. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill that one. That's no good. All right. So these targets will remain. In fact, I would leave exactly these targets here, because basically this is something I saw earlier. I've already charted this out. So here are my targets. I've got one at 340 sats. I've got one at 343 sats. I've got one at 349 sats, and I've got one at 360 sats. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. What was the big news? I didn't hear the news of the $10 billion company that he partnered with. I must have missed the tweet. Likes being smashed. Hey, thanks. Yeah, while we're at the subject, smash up those likes for me, guys. Let's get the likes to the moon, because that's what helps more people come to see Cryptosomniac. And if you guys really, if you really do enjoy our content and you really do think that we provide good information, etc., help more people know where we are. And the best way you can do that, give me a like, give me a share, and just smash those likes, man. That's what helps get us higher up in the YouTube algorithm, so that when people are searching for us, they find us before they find Suppo. I don't. All right, anyway. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's happening, FCJ? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Hey, thanks, Adaptional Ideas. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Did I miss anything else? Cleans glasses. Yes. Okay, I think that's it. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm starting to get into run-on territory at this point. So, yeah, we're at 40 minutes. Let's do a crypto giveaway, and I'm going to wrap up and get out of here, guys. So how do we give away crypto on this channel? Very simple. If you are on YouTube, not up here, but down here below, in the comments below, leave me a comment with your ERC20 address. It's got to have the ERC20 address, so 0x1*4WVBQ, whatever, you know, 0x. Got to have that. So ERC20 address and a comment. And in this one, I want you to tell me which coin you think is the next one to get listed on Coinbase. And you can either, tell me if you have a difference of opinion of mine. I want to hear it. I'm always interested in getting new information, or, not hearing in the echo chamber. So if you got another opinion, let me know. So comment down below, which coin do you think is next to get listed on Coinbase, and then get your ERC20 address. You will be eligible. If you are watching me on Facebook, then just give me a like and a share, and same thing on Twitter. If you are on Twitter, just give me a retweet and you will be eligible. So now let's give away some crypto. Let me get my random number generator. And 1 for YouTube, 2 for Facebook, 3 for Twitter. Close my eyes, and there's no coin like Bitcoin. Number 3, Twitter. Ooh, easy peasy on this one. John H. or Chris Paredes are in the running. 1 of 2. That is a 3, 2, and boom goes the dynamite. Who is the winner? Drum roll, please. Number 1. I'm ridiculous, I know. I'm ridiculous. John H., longtime follower. What's up, buddy? Appreciate always the support, and grateful to always see you on in the chat and commenting and sharing. Thanks, bud. I will get my team to reach out and get you your crypto. And just like that, guys, that's all you gotta do. Enter to win. Don't miss out. And while we're on the subject of missing out, don't miss out on the next bull run. Are you guys members of the Cryptosomniac Advantage? Are you aware of the Cryptosomniac Advantage? Have I even talked about the Cryptosomniac Advantage in several of my streams lately? Maybe I have not. We have the Cryptosomniac Advantage. It is our private group where we have a full Discord lounge that is so full of great stuff. In fact, I'm pulling it up for a little sneak peek for you here. Oops, let me get out of my team chat. But we've got the chat where we are talking about bot trading. Shout out Icon. Good to see you. We've got the margin trading channel for all of you who are allowed to leverage and margin trade, all of you BitMEX addicts. I mean BitMEX, sorry. We've got the users requested TA where our users are all requesting us to take a look at the chart and help them out. Daily Bitcoin analysis done by the ever accurate Amal. Long-term, medium-term, short-term. We've got all of our webinars up in here, so if you guys ever want to up your trading skills, see the interviews, etc., that stuff's all in there. More just fundamental discussion of projects to see why they would be worth anything. We've got an active community discussion where everybody's just chatting, and we've actually added 2 new channels because Amal trades all of them. Stock market and also Forex. So we're not just a crypto channel. We've started looking into those things as well, just because they're also fun to trade. Similar skill set. In fact, it's the same skill set, different market, similar market in Forex. So anyway, all that and more waiting for you in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. How do you get to the Cryptosomniac Advantage? Go to cryptosomniac.com. When you get to the homepage, look for the little rocket because you want to take the ride to the moon. Sign up, 14-day free trial. 14 days for free. Don't miss out. Get involved. Come be a part of the Moon Lounge. We'd love to have you in there. It's like I say in the pre-recorded commercial, it's like carrying the live stream around in your pocket. You want to have access to all of us and be able to get this kind of information at any time? We'd love to have you in the community. And with that, I will stop my Cryptosomniac Advantage shill. All right, guys. I think that's it. Missed most of the stream. Do you like Dash? I trade in and out of Dash. I don't hate Dash. I don't love Dash, but I don't hate Dash. Feel free to rewind. Please do rewind. Share it up. Smash the likes. Thanks, guys. Love each and every one of you. Really appreciate all of you guys. Just a little bit of news. We are going to Start Engine Summit this Friday, so there will be no this sort of live stream. I'm going to be streaming from the conference. Hopefully we'll see some cool stuff. Looking to set up some interviews with people that are working on security token projects. So if you are interested in going, I think that's another thing. If you are in the LA area and you want to go, you can get discounted tickets down below, again in the description. Basically all of our links are down there. Same thing, if you want to go to Crypto Invest Summit here in LA and you want a discounted ticket link in below in the description. And also, if you will be at World BlockCon in Vegas from over Halloween weekend, we'll see you there. All right. Oh, Amit, what's happening? Hey, Amit, you're on the channel now. You said the other day, why don't I follow you? Put it in the chat right now, and I will follow you on Twitter right now. I will do it right now. Because you are a massive supporter of Cryptosomniac, and I am always happy to support. So, Amit, if you want to put it up there, or if not, man, just shoot me an email. Guys, it's super easy if you ever need to figure out my email. It's just jason@cryptosomniac.com. So feel free to shoot it to me there, or you can just find me at Crypto Sine Wave. That is my, whoa, heavens to Murgatroyd. Crypto Sine Wave, CryptoSineWave is me on Twitter. Come follow me. I rant a bit. If you watch this show, you must be in for a rant. So I tend to rant on Twitter. All right, Amit, I'm gonna do that right now. So awesome. Thanks, dude. Shout out to you for being an awesome supporter. Shout out Elizabeth. Shout out Arden. All of you guys, man. I'm so happy. Sun King, Jay-Z, all you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting Cryptosomniac. I'm really grateful for you guys. We love you. Anyways, I'm just ranting at this point. So I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, keep your stop losses tight. I'm out of here.